Hello, my name is Steve Bigelow with the Candlestick Forum. The market direction can pretty well be identified. We saw the Dow this past Thursday do a piercing signal off the 50-day moving average, giving pretty good evidence the 50-day moving average was going to hold. Friday, the indexes nudged the T-line. The NASDAQ actually traded higher. Today, we can see what the nature of the market is. Any good news, like we saw today about the vaccine, might be much closer than everybody expects. The Dow up 900 points. This is still very evident of showing that any good news wants to be accepted by the investors. They want to come in. They want to be buying. The NASDAQ, as you can see, has maintained this uptrend. It closed above the T-line after hitting the lower edge of this uptrending channel on Thursday. Closed above the T-line Friday, gapped up today, still making the top of this trend channel a likely target, which basically tells us investor sentiment is still relatively bullish. May not be wildly bullish as far as the Dow and the S&P 500, but as long as we can identify that there's no massive selling occurring in this market trend, it allows us to do candlestick scans for high profit signals and patterns. Last week, we were in sectors that were pretty strong, the biotechs. This week, we're starting to see different sectors come into play. We started buying nail, which is the housing sector. You can see the scoop type pattern, a flat handle, then the scoop, giving you a possibility of a slingshot effect to the upside. We're also seeing a lot of J-hook patterns setting up with the pieces all falling into place. Notice that Rambus today did a doji gap up, your best friend, starting the possibility of the next wave. When we say starting the possibility, the best friend, doji gap up, is one of the strongest and most consistent signals, telling you not only will we be in an uptrend, but a fairly strong uptrend, indicating that if they break out through this level, wave 1 and wave 3 are going to be the same. That same analysis was applied to us buying ENPH this afternoon. Again, notice the gap up, J-hook pattern, right at the breakout level of all-time highs, which basically tells us when they're doing a J-hook pattern with a strong probability of wave 3 being this same magnitude, that's pretty much telling us this resistance level is not acting as resistance anymore. Look for a lot more upside. Lots of good pattern setups. The wedge breakouts can be easily identified. A couple weeks ago, INO gave us a strong price move. Right now, look at BNTX, a strong wedge breakout, also a best friend signal, implying there's going to be a lot more upside. We're sitting in market conditions right now that pretty much tell us that it's still kind of a whipsawy type action. The nature of the market could be that on a good day, the market's up strong. On a bad day, the market's down strong. But the overall trend of this market is still in the channel, moving things to the upside. That's going to provide a lot of opportunities to go after the strongest candlestick chart patterns without having the fear that there's any major selling pressure. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms.